Hi, everybody. John Younger, Assisted Living Locators. Welcome to 5 Minutes With. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce my friend Maura Allard and spending 5 minutes with Maura Allard of Keller, Williams and Beverly. Hey, Maura.
Hey, John, how are you?
Terrific. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Maura, tell us what you do. Tell us a bit about Keller Williams and your role in your real estate business.
Absolutely. So, as John said, I'm Maura Allard. I'm a real estate agent at Keller Williams in Beverly, and I help buyers, sellers, and seniors with their real estate needs. I also have my SRES designation, that's a senior real estate specialist, and I have a passion for helping seniors when the time comes to downsize. And that looks different to every senior. So, when I get a call from a senior who is looking to sell their home, I set up a time to meet with them and sometimes some family members. And what I focus on from the get go is where are we going? The most important thing to me is what is the plan and where are we going? And that looks very different to very many people. That could be downsizing out of the family home and going into single level living in a ranch. It could be I want a spacious townhouse, but I want a master suite with a washer and dryer on the first floor. It could be a garden style apartment or condo with an elevator for easy access. Could be we're moving in with the family. We're going to get an in-law. We're going to get an addition. Could be I'm getting the heck out of Massachusetts, moving to Florida.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going into senior housing. I'm going to rent. I'm going to over 55. Or in some cases, it is going to be there's a situation where health is declining, and it could be a crisis or not. It could be a free will choice, but we're going to need some more care. So we're going to be going into maybe an independent living situation or an independent living with assisted living community, where, like John, my goal is always how to get them there with the least stress and the most ease. And then usually there are some crisis situations that I'm called in and we need memory care or we need a nursing home. And then I'm usually 99.9% dealing with a family member and trying to get them to sell the home. And then once we've decided where we're going, we then come back and we circulate around selling the home and what that looks like. And for many seniors, they can be overwhelmed with the process. A lot of them have owned their home for a long time and they have 40 years of stuff. And I have surrounded myself over the years with a great group of professionals, all experienced in working with seniors when the time comes to move. So I've got us covered for packers, movers, painters, organizers, clean out crews, handyman, attorneys, accountants, financial planners, anything that we need to do to downsize and make the sale go smoothly. Also, for myself, I'm completely hands-on. So if say your parent is selling their house and they do not use email or they check email once a month or they don't text, I'm going to meet you hands-on. I'm going to come to your house all the time or I'm going to talk to you on the phone. And then one thing that I know John knows that I advocate passionately for is knowing the value of your home.
Right.
Many people have bought their home in 1960 or 1970, and they bought their home for $25,000, $35,000, $45,000, and they've paid it off. And this is your largest resource. This is your retirement. This is money that's going to be used most of the time for enjoyment or for care down the road. And it could be for housing. And maybe you're able to buy something outright. You may need care at assisted living. This is a big asset. It's usually your largest again. So people express interest to loved ones, family members, or neighbors when they're thinking of selling. They're outside, they're mowing the lawn, they're talking to the neighbor, and the neighbor's like, oh, you know, I heard you're interested in selling your home. I know that the roof is starting to look a little tired. I know there's a lot of stuff in there. You know, I love this neighborhood. And you're thinking, oh my God, I love Johnny. Like, I've seen him grow up and I want to sell the house to him. And Johnny's like, I will take this off your hands for $250,000. Or your grandson's going to take it off your hands for $250,000. And this sounds great, $250,000. I don't owe a dime, and I'm not going to have to pay a real estate agent, and this is going to be fine. The problem is that Johnny doesn't know how much your house is worth. And the only way to know what your house is worth is to meet with an appraiser or a realtor. And you can go down to your local bank and say that you're thinking of selling your house and you need an appraiser. They're going to cost about $400 or $500. A local bank can recommend one. You can also call a real estate agent and they will do the same sort of evaluation for price for free to up to $100. I would do them for free, and a lot of realtors do them for free. And then you know what your house is worth. So your house that you just got an offer on from the neighbor for 250 is worth 375.
Wow, that's
So
a very good point, Maura. I really like that, that explanation of how to make sure that you get the most value for your house. And, you might love your next door neighbor, but still it's all about your retirement and how much money you're going to have to live on as time goes on. And you want to make sure you get the right amount of money for your house.
absolutely. And you can discount the house now, but you're in control and you know what your house is worth. The house is worth 375. You want to sell it to the neighbor for 350, that's fine. But you now are not selling it for 250.
Right. I really like what you talked about, your tight-knit family of people that you work with and your resources. I really like that. That's very important because, we all specialize in certain things, and it's really good to have other people, like I work with you more for when I have folks who are looking to sell their house. So having you and other important and trustworthy people are very important to have in your circle. One more question before we end. You mentioned SRES. Can you expand a little bit about that and what that is?
Designation for realtors, and you have to go through a certification process. It's for seniors we specialize in working with seniors over the age of 60. And the course is basically about learning how to work with seniors and the different ways to adapt. And basically, just what I've been saying is being hands on, having a trusted network of professionals. Understanding the market is different for seniors, explaining what the market is and the circumstances are different. Again, people have lived in their houses for long periods of time, and as moving is one of the most stressful things to anybody, working with a senior or an elderly person is a lot of hands-on work, and it basically makes the certification process really is about that, about learning to work with seniors.
That's great. That's great. Maura, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on
you.
today.
This is great.
How do we get a hold of you if we want to sell our home or consult with you?
You can call me. You can call me at 978-835-8954, or you can email me at mauraallard@kw.com.
Awesome. Great. Thank you, Maura. Appreciate your 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Have a great
Always
day.
good to see you.
You too.